In 1945, 5 Navy bombers vanished into thin air over the Bermuda Triangle. The last radio transmission? Everything is wrong, strange. We can't make out anything. We don't know where we are. Then silence. 14 men, 5 aircraft, gone without a trace. And when a rescue plane was sent after them, it disappeared too. But that's just the beginning. What if I told you that throughout human history, there have been mysteries so profound, so utterly inexplicable, that even our most brilliant minds stand baffled? Events that defy logic, disappearances that seem impossible, ancient knowledge that shouldn't exist. What really happened to an entire civilization that vanished overnight? How did ancient builders move stones that weigh more than modern cranes can lift? And why do people keep disappearing in one specific stretch of ocean? Today, we're diving deep into the 5 biggest mysteries in human history, puzzles that have stumped scientists, historians, and investigators for decades, even centuries. Some will blow your mind. Others might keep you up at night. But one thing's for sure, by the end of this video, you'll never look at history the same way again. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned to the end of the video as we uncover the truth, or at least try to. Mystery number 5. The Voynich Manuscript. In 1912, an antique book dealer named Wilfred Voynich stumbled upon a mysterious manuscript in a Jesuit college in Italy. What he found would become the world's most baffling puzzle, a book that has defeated every attempt at understanding it for over a century. The Voynich manuscript, carbon dated to the early 15th century, contains about 240 pages of completely unknown text, accompanied by bizarre illustrations. Strange plants that don't match any known species, naked women bathing in strange pools connected by intricate pipe systems, and astronomical diagrams that don't correspond to any celestial system we recognize. Here's what makes it truly mind-bending. The text behaves exactly like a real language. It has consistent patterns, word structure, and even follows linguistic rules like Zipf's law. But it doesn't match any language on Earth, living or dead. It's not a simple substitution cipher. It's not scrambled Latin or encrypted Greek. World War II codebreakers tried to crack it. Failed. FBI cryptanalysts took their shot. Failed. Modern supercomputers running AI pattern recognition have analyzed every possible angle. Still nothing. So here's the mystery. Why would someone in medieval times painstakingly handwrite over 170,000 characters in a completely invented script, create hundreds of detailed illustrations, and bind it all into an expensive vellum book for no readable purpose? If it's a hoax, it's the most elaborate and pointless hoax in history. If it's real, we're looking at lost knowledge that someone desperately wanted to preserve. The question that keeps scholars awake at night: what could be so important that it needed to be written in a language no one else could understand? Mystery number 4. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony. In 1587, 117 English colonists arrived on Roanoke Island, off the coast of present-day North Carolina. 3 years later, they had all vanished without a trace. The colony's governor, John White, had returned to England for supplies. When he came back in 1590, the settlement was deserted, houses dismantled, belongings scattered, no signs of struggle, no bodies, just one cryptic clue, the word Croton carved into a wooden post. Here's where it gets weird. Croton was the name of a nearby island and a local Native American tribe. But when search parties went there, they found nothing. No colonists, no graves, no evidence whatsoever. Some theories suggest they integrated with local tribes, and there is some DNA evidence supporting Native American descendants with European ancestry in the region. Others propose they were killed by disease or hostile forces. The most chilling theory? They tried to sail back to England and were lost at sea. But here's what doesn't add up. If they left voluntarily, why leave carved messages? If they were attacked, where are the signs of violence? And why has no definitive evidence been found in over 400 years of searching? 117 people don't just disappear. Yet somehow they did. Mystery number 3. The construction of the Great Pyramid. The Great Pyramid of Giza. 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2 to 80 tons. Built with such precision that you can't fit a razor blade between the stones. And it was constructed over 4,500 years ago. Let that sink in. Ancient Egyptians built this without modern machinery, without the wheel for transportation, and without iron tools. They aligned it almost perfectly with true north, more accurate than the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, England. And they did it all in about 20 years. Do the math. That's placing one massive stone block every 2 to 3 minutes, 24 hours a day, for 2 decades straight. Modern engineers scratch their heads trying to figure out how it's even possible. Some of those granite blocks were quarried from over 500 miles away. How did they transport them? Some of the internal chambers contain stones weighing 80 tons, positioned high up in the structure. How did they lift them? The conventional theory involves ramps, lots of workers, and copper tools. But many engineers argue the numbers don't add up. The ramps would need to be massive, bigger than the pyramid itself, and there's no evidence they existed. Some fringe theories suggest advanced ancient technology or even extraterrestrial intervention. While mainstream archaeology dismisses these ideas, one question remains uncomfortably unanswered. If we tried to rebuild the Great Pyramid today with our modern technology, could we actually do it? The ancient Egyptians left us this monument as proof of their capabilities. But they took the secret of how they did it to their graves. Mystery number 2. The Tunguska Explosion. June 30th, 1908. Remote Siberia. At 7:17 a.m., an explosion 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Flattened 80 million trees across 830 square miles. The shockwave circled the earth twice. People 40 miles away were thrown from their chairs. Windows shattered 200 miles away. For nights afterward, the sky glowed so brightly across Asia and Europe that people could read newspapers at midnight in London. And here's the truly bizarre part. There was no crater. Scientists didn't reach the remote site until 1927. Nearly 20 years later, they found a radial pattern of fallen trees, all pointing away from the blast center. But no impact crater, no meteorite fragments, no clear evidence of what caused the explosion. The leading theory? An asteroid or comet exploded in the atmosphere before hitting the ground, an airburst. Computer models support this, and it makes sense mostly. But witnesses reported seeing a cylinder in the sky that morning, moving horizontally before the explosion. Some described it as bluish-white. Others saw it pulsating. These descriptions don't quite match a typical meteorite. Alternative theories range from a black hole passing through Earth, scientifically implausible, to natural gas explosions, not powerful enough, to secret weapons tests, wrong time period. What if, just what if, it happens again? This time over a major city? We still don't have a complete explanation for what happened in Tunguska, which means we can't predict or prevent it. Something with the power to level a small country detonated over our planet. And we still don't know exactly what it was. Mystery number 1. The Bermuda Triangle. Flight 19. USS Cyclops. The Carol A. Deering. The Witchcraft. Over 50 ships and 20 aircraft have vanished in this triangular stretch of ocean between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. No wreckage. No bodies. No distress signals. Just gone. The area has become synonymous with disappearances, so strange that they seem supernatural. Compasses spinning wildly. Electronics failing for no reason. Entire crews abandoning perfectly seaworthy ships. And those chilling final radio transmissions that speak of white water and strange clouds. Skeptics will tell you it's all exaggerated. They'll point out that the Bermuda Triangle is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, so statistically, more accidents should happen there. They'll mention rogue waves, methane gas eruptions, and human error. And they're partially right. Many disappearances have rational explanations, but not all of them. The USS Cyclops was a massive Navy ship that vanished in 1918 with 309 people aboard. It was built to handle rough seas. It had radio equipment, yet it sent no SOS and left no debris field. The Navy's official statement? The disappearance of this ship has been one of the most baffling mysteries in the annals of the Navy. Flight 19, the one from our opening, involved experienced pilots on a routine training mission. Their compasses malfunctioned simultaneously. They became disoriented on a clear day over familiar waters. Then they vanished, along with the rescue plane sent to find them. Modern theory suggests methane hydrates on the ocean floor can erupt, creating areas where the water's density suddenly drops, causing ships to sink rapidly. Gas bubbles rising through water could theoretically even bring down aircraft. But even this doesn't explain everything. The electronic malfunctions, the psychological effects reported by survivors, the complete lack of wreckage in many cases. What's really happening in the Bermuda Triangle? Natural phenomena we don't fully understand? Unusual magnetic anomalies? Or something we haven't even considered yet? 5 mysteries. 5 questions without definitive answers. From ancient engineering marvels to modern disappearances, these puzzles remind us how much we still don't know about our world and our history. Maybe one day we'll solve them all. Or maybe some mysteries are meant to stay mysterious. Reminders that human knowledge has limits, and the universe still has secrets it's not ready to share. What do you think is the real explanation behind these mysteries? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending content. Because the truth is out there, we just have to keep searching for it. I'll see you in the next video. But until then, stay curious, my friends.